As a grandmother of 8, I worry about our overcrowded schools where large populations attend, yet don't speak English and are taking our scarce resources. Will my grandchildren get the education that prepares them for their future? Will they live the American dream? Dennis, I know that you will fight to expose Common Core, just as you have the issues on the border. You're one of the most passionate people I know. What sets you apart is that you don't talk the talk, you walk the walk.
I want to introduce you to 3 members of my team here at Newsmax TV. We have Tal, Adam, and Michelle. They communicate with our viewers each day. They read your requests, comments, and questions. They tell me what you want me to cover each night, and they'll invite you to appear on the show if they think you should be on. And before I ask them what we have coming up this week, let me tell you how to get in touch with us. You could email us at dmlreport@newsmax.com, or you can visit my website at dennismichaellynch.com and fill out the forms for submitting news and being a guest on Unfiltered. Make sure to register your email address so I can be in touch with you regarding show updates and specials. And if you do the social media thing, follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. I always interact with my supporters, and it can get awfully interesting at times. And finally, make sure to visit newsmaxtv.com/unfiltered to leave us comments and to get the latest show information. Now, with that said, Tal, what are people asking me to cover?
One of the stories we had sent in was about more states welcoming illegal immigrants and giving them
Hello, Mrs. Clinton. Hillary, calm down, calm down. Of course we're going to have to expose all your lies. Of course. Hillary, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, every night. Set your DVR. All right, good to hear from you, Hillary. Say hi to Bill. All right, bye. They call me all the time. So they're giving out licenses to
illegal immigrants and free college tuition as well.
No good. Adam, what about you?
I got the amount of U.S. newborns named Muhammad is up 10,000%.
Ooh. Ooh.
And the highest rise was from 2004 to 2014.
There's a shocker.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Michelle?
A family is suing Twitter for not doing enough to reduce the number of pro-ISIS accounts.
Nice. I like that. We'll try to cover them all. I'd like to wind down the show by acknowledging a few people. First, I want to thank Newsmax and Chris Ruddy for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank my team, some of them you see here, many of them you don't. I want to thank a guy I call Johnny Bravo for getting this beautiful set together, which, by the way, I want you to send me some ideas about what to hang on the walls, because we need more stuff. The only thing I have so far is this little punching bag, and I'm going to hit it every time I get upset, which is quite often. And I want to thank my family and my supporters, and I want to thank Fox News and Megyn Kelly, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have gotten a chance to highlight my films and work along the border. And as for me going head-to-head each night at 9 p.m. against Megyn, I'm sure she smiled when learning I'm airing in the same hour. Before I sign off, I want to play one last video with Megyn and myself. Roll the tape.
How about that? And joining me now, the man in the video, Dennis Michael Lynch, entrepreneur and documentary filmmaker and candidate for President of the United States, sir.
Megyn, how did we arrive here?
You tell me.
You know what, I announced that I'm exploring the idea. And the reason why I'm doing that, Megyn, is because I'm absolutely in love with my country. I'm in love with the American people. I want to protect them like I would protect my children, like I would protect your children, in the sense that somebody has to step up and get this country back on track. I travel the country, and I usually do it by rail and I do it by car. And the reason why I do that is because it's very hard to see what's going on in America when you are when you're traveling on an airplane or when you're playing golf. And so, yeah. If I didn't travel that way, I wouldn't really have my finger on the pulse of America. And I'm telling you, it's so much worse than you realize. It is so much worse than you realize. You have to trust me. I was in Texas, driving on a highway, stopped at a light. Veteran, standing on the corner holding a sign says, "I need work." I
I rolled down my window. I asked him what happened. He said to me, you know, I do painting and stuff like that and can't get jobs around here with illegal aliens. I'm like, this guy doesn't even know who I am. And he's saying that to me. And I said to him, oh, man, I'm sorry about that. And I reached out and I gave him a 20. And he was insulted. He says, I don't want your $20. I want a job. Do you have any work? I said, I don't live in Texas, but if I did, I'd find you something. And you drive away, and when I drive away, there's sometimes I just cry. I do.
After I appeared that night, Megan posted a poll on her Facebook page asking her audience if they'd vote for me. Thousands of people responded. 86% said yes. Eat that, Donald Trump. Seriously, I ultimately decided it wasn't my turn or my time to run. More importantly, I'm supposed to be doing this. And I want to tell you something about myself. I never used to be into politics. In fact, as sad as it sounds, and I am ashamed to say this, the truth is I didn't vote for years. And as I noted, I'm not proud of it. I was just one of the people in America who always thought that this great country would be there in the morning waiting for me. But making my films really, really woke me up. If I want my children to have a great country, if I want them to have the opportunities I've had, then I have to do my part. The same goes for you and every American. Now, not that I'm complaining, but this show means so much to me. It takes me 3 hours to get here every day. I take the bus. Then I take 3 hours to get home. But make no mistake, it's worth every minute because I get to spend this time with you. Unfiltered is the next chapter in our fight together. We have to work really, really hard to get the real stories told. Please just don't sit on the sofa and watch. Get involved. Speak with my team here. That said, thank you for inviting me in your living room this evening. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the premiere of Unfiltered. And until then, may God bless you, our troops, and the United States of America. Good night.
You only have to watch any one of Dennis Michael Lynch's movies to see that what he does comes from the heart. He's a patriot that truly cares about this country and its future. His only agenda is to get the facts out that are being hidden from the majority of Americans.